And Axl Rose goes, this guy Buckethead I'm hearing all this stuff about. Do you know him? And he goes, yeah, well, I know of him.
Get him
in here.
Tell him it's going to take 18 fucking years to make this album.
We just mentioned, have a guess how many, I did it already. 306 albums Buckethead has.
Get the fuck out.
306 studio albums Buckethead has.
With
his own name.
Loads of other labels as well. Just, he's absolutely prolific. So he goes on to Chinese Democracy. That clearly is never going to work. He's writing albums in a day. Chinese Democracy takes a decade.
Okay.
So anyway,
as we speak, I am typing Buckethead into Spotify.
We're going to go back to when Josh Freese gets in contact with Primus. They ring him up. Primus manager rings him up and goes, Do you think that?
Scrolling. Guard went into Spotify and
I'm scrolling.
And that's the stuff that he didn't just release on tapes to.
So his royalty checks are probably €20.
Yeah, exactly, as opposed to 2. Yeah.
Just a quick note as well, whenever he used to drop a tape into someone, he'd bring his parents in and his parents would drive him up and come in with him and drop the tape in with him because he wouldn't really like to be on his own. So the idea, what happened was, that's how he got a record label with John Zorn.
How old he is? Like, is he?
I think I'd put him around 45, maybe.
Right, so he's my age then. So,
jeez, you look good. It's the makeup. It's the makeup.
It's the mask. Yeah. It's the makeup, and it's the cum all over your face from the fucking Turbo Yogurt party.
Yeah, all the vitamin C. Serious cum from that.
So much protein. So anyway,
there's nothing wrong with that, lads.
Yeah, your face is pregnant.
The Primus manager,
he's just pregnant.
The Primus manager, Axl gets on to him, I think, and he says, "Do you think Buckethead would want to be on Guns N' Roses?" He goes, "You know what? Apparently he's done with releasing albums for free and not making money. We'll give it a go." So Axl invites him over to his gaff for Christmas. This is when it gets. This is just
weird.
This is just the start of the weirdness. Buckethead comes over in a really, really, really bad mood because nobody bought him the Leatherface character. Doll.
Yeah. Hang on now. How do we know? This sounds.
Is genuinely.
This sounds extremely fucking intimate.
Oran, this is the tip of the iceberg with this lad.
Give us it.
So Axl gets the tip off. Right, I'll get him the Leatherface thing. So he goes over and he goes, yeah. So he tries out. He goes.
It's a Leatherface what? Just a figurine.
The figurine that no one else for Christmas got him. So he's at Christmas all despondent. Yeah. Now it turns out this guy is very emotionally unstable. Yeah. So he tries out for Guns N' Roses 3 times. He rings up Josh and goes, "I don't think it's working out." He goes, "No, just do one more. I heard through the grapevine it's going to be good for you." So he's sad. He's sad again. He's very sad. Axl goes, "Do you want to go to Disneyland?" So he brings him on Disneyland.
Michael Jackson vibe off this. Go on anyway.
He signs to Guns N' Roses while he's on the haunted ride at Disneyland.
And Axl was tugging him off and giving him a leather face figure.
Getting his face pregnant.
So he goes in, right? He starts trying to just be Buckethead in Guns N' Roses, which instantly doesn't work out. Not. So he leaves almost instantly, I think. Axl gets him back. He rings up and goes, "No, come on, man. You're a good player like this." We're talking about a guy who released 306 albums and Chinese Democracy they're asking to play the stuff over and over and over again. Chinese Democracy is on their second producer by now. Buckethead goes, "I don't like this new producer guy at all." So this producer, in the most genius move ever, goes, "What if I built you a chicken coop in the studio and filled it full of bits of like rubber chickens and shit like that?" And Buckethead goes, "I like that. Yeah, I like this idea. Can you put me in a chicken coop in the studio?" I genuinely believe. I believe he's definitely weird. So he goes, "Yeah, I think that will increase my productivity." Then after that he goes, "Oh, can you do one more thing for me for Chicken Coop? Can you pump in 24 hours hardcore porn into the thing as well?
See?
Like really fucking mad shit."
Never mind your fucking gangbangs upstairs. This is
this is why, like, this is him playing for hours and hours on his own. The rest of the Guns N' Roses are off, gone doing their own thing.
Can I just ask, without going to the end, what is this fucking guy doing now?
He's probably just still releasing bits and bobs. There's another great KFC story coming up.
Go on. Do you reckon you could get Buckethead down here?
I reckon.
I don't think you get Buckethead for anything. If you got any Todd McFarlane Leatherface,
lads across the street, nice halal fucking snack box.
I have chickens. I can do this.
So during this period, he starts getting this mad hemorrhaging in his body.
What?
Yeah, he's hemorrhaging. He can't figure out what's wrong with Buckethead. He's
He's got a book on his head. Like, it's the first thing you'd look at.
By the way, the whole time he's this get up.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah, I saw a picture of him. It's not that fucking weird looking, although, yeah. He gets tuberculosis during Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy. He leaves again because it's fucking up his health. Axl, what does he do?
What?
Back to Disney World. Back to Disneyland.
Back to Neverland.
Bring him to have a good thing. He says, okay, listen. Okay, man. What about if you only play guitar for 3 days a week? Buckethead goes, okay. Fair enough.
With the chickens and porn.
Chickens and porn gets even better in the coop. The coop gets even better. Axl was...
I'm beginning to want to live in this coop.
Axl was given... trying to give a baby wolf to one of his...
What? Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Chickens, wolves, baby wolves,
three baby wolves get brought into the studio where Axl is trying to sell them off to... Or he's giving them a present to someone else he knows. So you just have to be there for the day. One of the wolves shits in the coop. Because I think they might have been keeping them there, right?
Oh, so God. They put the wolves in the chicken coop?
Possibly, or else one of them got in anyway. So they went to him, Buckethead, sorry about that. He goes, no, leave there. Leave the shit all over that. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Right. Did you get this from Wikipedia?
No. This is all interviews with like Josh Freese and a lot of other people.
Go ahead.
Please leave it there.
Wild.
It's it's good for my productivity. So again, back to the 3 days a week riff. Axl says, I just had a look at your porn. We need to go outside and have a quick chat outside the band. So he brings him outside. He brings him outside and he goes, that porn you're looking at is not good for you or anybody. It's bad porn. That's really bad porn. And that's coming from Axl Rose.
Yeah.
So
when Axl Rose is telling you
he's
that
giving
your
you
porn,
advice.
that's fine, but this, you cross the line here.
He goes, it's not good. He goes, I don't want your weird porn riffs coming into my music.
Yeah.
I don't want that being an influence in Chinese democracy. Because you're thinking about how tight for 10 years he's locking this album down. Which...
It's 18 fucking years.
It's 18.
It was 18 years.
Fuck, I thought it was 10 years.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I never heard it.
It's a good album. It's very underrated actually.
I've never heard a note.
Do you not think so?
It's absolute shite.
I don't think it's shite.
Never heard
I don't think it's
blip off it.
Anyway, so Axl says this. He gets really despondent, tries to leave again. Axl's like, no, fucking just come back in.
More chickens.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
A month after 9/11 happens, they're looking at the telly in the studio, right? And he's watching Islamic militants in Karachi fighting the police, and one of them sets cars and buses on fire, and then he sees that he sets a KFC on fire. Buckethead goes, no, I've had enough of this now, I'm going to join the army.
What?
I'm going to go over and fight them. They burn down the KFC, that's too far.
I'm not believing a bar of this, man.
Get the fuck out.
I'm sorry, this is fucking...
This is mental.
I 100% believe most of this.
I think...
These are stories corroborated by a lot of people in Guns N' Roses and in the studio. He goes, I'm going over there. They've pushed it far too far. They burned down a KFC. That's me gone now because he's wearing the KFC book on his head. He's probably been bullied the whole time as well. So maybe some of this is made up.
He is.
Like, severely bullied by people around the studio, Guns N' Roses like that.
Does he have? This is a legitimate question. Does he have a form of autism? Or
he has to be.
He has to be.
Be blown away if he didn't have the good musical autism.
Like the good music,
No, but I mean...
Yeah.
He has to be.
Just...
Either that or he is full on balls deep with this little invention that he made
he actually... We know this because we see the videos. He has played... Coming up to the finish of the album, he plays a few shows with Guns N' Roses. Then he just goes missing, off the grid completely. No one can find him.
Really?
They ring him up and all they get is his answering machine, which is the Looney Tunes theme tune.
Is he alive right now?
He's definitely still alive.
Does he have a social media thing?
He's probably released. I don't know much about his social media.
I think we should fucking
I think we should find more about
message and just say, what's up?
Yeah.
After he left Guns N' Roses for the final time, Axl went, I can't do this anymore. That can't absolutely whatever. I can get some.
He got Bumble.
Yeah.
Bumble. The fuck is his name? I've interviewed him.
I don't know.
Bumblehead.
He is on Chinese Democracy. To be fair to him. He is Hyacinth Bouquet Head. He's on the record, right?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, this is the last story about him. He left Guns N' Roses and Axl went, Jesus Christ, absolutely not going back I can't afford Disney World again. I'm on minimum. So he goes, Ozzy Osbourne goes, I'm going to try and get him into my band.
Fuck off.
At what period now?
This would have been after 2000. This would have been 2001 or 2, maybe. I didn't get the date for this.
Zakk Wylde was definitely with Ozzy at that stage.
This might have been before. This is a long old period that he was in this band.
Well, no,
dates are slightly
so Zakk Wylde was with.
Don't
Ozzy.
do this to me, Oran. I haven't checked. Okay. I'm not
Zakk
going to lie to
Wylde
you.
was with Ozzy from No More Tears in the fucking late 80s.
Well, this is full of quotes from Ozzy. This is full of quotes from Ozzy. This is definitely him saying this. He goes, I asked him to be in...
With Sharon with a gun to his head.
He goes, this guy is one of the best guitarists I've ever heard. Do you want to be in the band? He goes, sure. He goes, just take off all that shit. He goes, okay. No, he says, okay.
Really?
So he comes back later. As he said, he comes back to the studio later. And he's wearing a Martian hat. He goes, mate, will you fucking snap out of it? He goes, just snap out of it. Just be normal. Be yourself. What's your name? He goes, Brian. He goes, well, let's call you Brian. He goes, no. Only my ma calls me Brian. He goes, well, pretend I'm your fucking Madden. And as he said, as soon as he said that sentence, he went, this guy's not even in my band. I'm already playing mind games with him. Fuck him. No, gone. So this Buckethead continues on doing bits and bobs. I haven't really looked into what Buckethead has done after the Chinese democracy.
Well, I'm gonna, because I just think this guy releasing that many. I mean, you could be some prick in your bedroom just releasing.
They're genuinely mostly from his bedroom.
Is he signed to someone? Does he have a deal? Is he releasing records? I'm legitimately.
You want to know now, Oran?
I'll tell you what. From an Overdrive position, I'm gonna seriously fucking get in contact with somebody with him and find out what's going on.
Put him in Nice. They have a lot of chicken coops there.
Yeah.
But you never know. We'll try and see. Can we get him to?
Do you have enough porn from
comments on?
Can you get enough? Can you get enough porn?
No, but that's.
Sorry. You should say this every time he's asked in interviews. The one thing he won't talk about
is the porn.
Is the Guns N' Roses.
Really?
The
only thing he's famous
everything
for.
Before that or after.
But I wouldn't ask him about that at all.
So in 2005 he releases, I think, the album is Ender Chicken, which is what Nottingham Lace is on. It's an absolutely brilliant.
Nottingham Lace.
Yeah, that's the song that he released in 2005. I couldn't listen to a full album by him. You think
too much.
Malmsteen is wanky.
Yeah.
This is.
It's like Devin Townsend on.
It's just every song is a guitar solo from start to finish.
Yeah.
Which is technically why he was replaced, slashed.
Famous in the first place. Yeah.
Slash him. That is the story of Buckethead.
Okay.
As far as I am aware.
That was pretty interesting.
It's better than Daft Punk.
Porn,
it's better than my fucking next
Disneyland, military hats, Aussie.
He's not right, and he does his own thing and can only do his own thing. People still want him on guitar, People still want him.
Well, it's 10 times better than my next one. You ready?
Who's it?
Bob Log the Third.
I know nothing here.
Yeah, I'm going in blind to this as well.
So, Bob
Log.
Exactly. It's real hard to say that. I'm just going to call him Bob, right? So, Bob Log the Third is basically a one-man band.
Yeah. And
he does a lot of gigs here, actually. He wasn't born in Arizona, but he claims to be from Arizona, which is where he is his ancestral home, his spiritual home. So what he does is he has this he dresses up like a human cannibal. Is the whole gig.
Oh, but Buckethead's weird.
Yeah, exactly. So, he was in a bunch of blues bands and jazz bands and kind of skiffle bands for years, and decided to take everything.
Skiffle? Quickly. I heard that term.
Skiffle is like skiffle is, to be honest, just kind of vague.
Isn't it like a sort of a? It's associated kind of with Cajun, but it's not quite. Yeah, it's not. Cajun is more.
It's stripped down Americana. Fucking folk to a degree. It's more rural folk music. Is how I would put it.
Okay, sorry, go on. Right? I was confused.
So he played in a bunch of those bands. He decided that I'm going to do this myself, and he went off and he designed a bunch of fucking equipment that he could do a one-man band with. So he has this big, like I said, he dresses up as a human cannibal. He's got this big fuck-off mad helmet, and what he's done, he's installed this telephone receiver into the helmet. And it's got a jack on the back of it.
Is it like a motorbike helmet?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? So all the vocals have this kind of telephony fucking filter on them. So it's nothing's clean. It all has this real fucking kind of shit in the back of it. And he plays this weird kind of slide guitar style of stuff. And he's got a cymbal on one foot and a kick drum on the other. And he's got a bunch of little drum machines that he triggers and all.
Oh my God. I've seen a fucking video of this guy. Just purely by how you've described him.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you, but go on.
So, Bob, just fucking
Bob Log.
So he's got the microphone wired into the fucking helmet. That's the output for his vocals, so he sings along. He's wearing a full body human cannibal suit. It's got little wings and everything on the back of it. The whole shebang, right? So, when he gets on stage, he introduces his band. So he goes, right, on cymbals, we've got left foot. On kick drum, we've got right foot.
Brilliant.
On fucking slide, we've got left hand. And on picking, we've got right hand.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
So now he's a really, really good guitarist. And the label he's on released his press statement saying that he lost his left hand in a boat